G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here, with an unusual sign of the times. This particular sign of the times has a fairly funny story attached to it. Concerns three young ladies and a general practitioner. One young lady decided to change doctors. She asked a second young lady to accompany her as moral support. On arrival at the new doctor's office, this intriguing sign confronted the two young ladies across the desk. Apparently, an innovative method of broaching the subject of sexual health with all patients, possibly put together by the Australian College of General Practitioners, possibly put together by some local health department committee trying to suppress sexually transmitted diseases within the community. But anyway, this was confronting the two young women, and the moral support person said to the doctor, "That's a nice sign, can I have it please?" The doctor said, "No, you may not." And the moral support person said to the doctor, "Never mind, I will finish up getting it." The doctor smiled and thought she was joking. Later on, moral support person had a conversation with a third young lady. The third young lady, wanting to please, agreed to the task of taking the sign from the doctor's desk next time she visited the doctor, because she was also a patient. Therefore, thus and because, this intriguing sign made its way to the moral support person's bathroom, where it reposed in humorous splendour atop the cistern of her toilet. Finally, in the fullness of the time, the sign fell to the tiles below, inflicting a blow which broke off one corner of the base of the acrylic or perhaps perspex stand which the sign manufacturer provided to accompany the piece of printed cardboard. So should they come up with some more innovative advertising slogan, they will be able to stick a new message in there and confront the patient with that. But the bit that I find the most interesting sign of the times is, despite my initial guesses that this was provided in an effort to raise the sexual health of the community by provoking a discussion between the patient and the doctor regarding all matters sexual, guess who provided the sign? We get a clue by looking at the doctor's view. Many men in your age group experience changes in their sexuality. So this sign doesn't actually apply to the two sweet young things, let alone the third one who managed to pocket the sign. What kind of changes have you noticed? In tiny, weeny little print, this technique helps patients feel comfortable when talking about an embarrassing subject like ED. ED. Now, that's what they used to write on maps and maritime charts about islands whose existence was doubtful. I'm pretty sure that this comes from the manufacturer of Viagra. And ED stands for erectile dysfunction. That's why it's quite such an interesting sign of the times, that something that masquerades as a community health measure to make the society a healthier, happier place is actually an adjunct to allow the local general practitioners to sell potions so that old fools can make a nuisance of himself for longer. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.